Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the author, and you're joining me for the Fast 15. As we normally do, we take no more than about 15 minutes to pause, check up, check in, enjoy a note from any of the books or audiobooks, close out with a couple of updates and announcements, and get you on your way. As you know, when life is lifing, sometimes you can't wait until the end of the day or the beginning of the next day to kind of pause and reset. So, not only is it a time for me to pause and reset, but I hope it is for you as well. So, of course, given the current landscape, there's a lot going on, but we still want to make sure to take those moments to pause, reset, and then just move and maneuver a little bit differently. So, before we get into our topic of the day, as you kind of already heard me allude to, you know that when people are watching or whatever, they're bringing sometimes their most immediate things with them, or some things have been weighing them down. So, if that sounds like you or someone you know, whether it's health related, finance, relationship, managing stress, if you've been going through it, for lack of a better term, just know that there are people that care. We hear oftentimes about the people that don't, but focus more on the people who do care. And take the time you need to just kind of pause, reset, and identify what your next moves are going to be. So, if it requires you getting professional help or attention, please make sure to do so if you have access to it. If you just got to change your routine, change your habits, things along those lines, please make sure to identify those positive things to help you move differently and move better. Some of us are coming on here doing real well. If that sounds like you got a promotion, you learn how to do something new, positive growth opportunities, things along those lines. Definitely celebrate your success. Don't overdo it, but take time to pause and celebrate. Recognize, those people that helped you, through the lens of faith. Recognize that higher authority and feed off the positive energy for what's next. So, those are the things that we always say before we get started. Today, we're going to go to one of the go-tos, 9 Stories of Faith, Volume 1. If you have not picked up your copy, make sure to do so. The thing I love about this book is that the stories are timeless. All the people are people that I interviewed who opened up about what their biggest daily challenge is, and through the lens of their faith, best practices in health and wellness, how their support network is helping them, and how they've changed their way of thinking, that they still live positive and powerful lives. So that's something that is timeless, not only when I did this book, but even, now. We definitely need that. So from today, I'm going to pull from one of the chapters, chapter 8, Davidson County's person of interest. And this is one of the things that he shares. So here it goes. I consider the words of President Theodore Roosevelt. He suggests in a moment of conflict, challenge, or struggle, one of the best things you can do is the right thing. The second best you can do is the wrong thing. But the worst thing you can do is doing nothing. You want to do more than just the norm or what is expected, but in the service of justice and morality, you have to take some sort of action, he postulates. Let me reinforce a couple of things that he says here, and this is a quote from one of the United States presidents. But the worst thing you can do is doing nothing. And to follow up on another quote, you have to take some sort of action. If that message does not resonate, I don't know what will. Yeah, there's times you have to pause and be still. I agree. You do have to pause and be still to think, reflect. But you have to do something at some point in time. And even you just have to do something. I'm just going to leave it there. Whether it's doing something about changing your routine, you have to do something in order to fix the next meal. You have to do something to be like, hey, this might not be a good idea. At some point, you have to do something. So that's from chapter 8 of titled Davidson County's Person of Interest, from 9 Stories of Faith. Definitely check it out. Order it online, go to your favorite independent bookstore, all that type of thing. Okay, a couple of quick announcements and updates. The last weekend of the month, looking forward to being in the upstate. Greenville, South Carolina. This will be my second consecutive year of being a participating author for the Carolinas International Book Fair. Thanks to everybody who's a part of that. Looking forward to having fun up there. So make sure to check that out. Um, May 9th, I'll be doing an author's talk at Maraca's Bar. I did one there last year and looking forward to coming back this year. We have Antoine Dwayne Jones of Majority Greek Magazine, who is going to serve as the moderator. So looking forward to a great author's talk that day. So make sure check it out. Those are the main things coming up book wise. Otherwise, man, look, it is spring. The weather's gradually getting a little bit warmer. Just watch the pollen where you are, as best as possible. And again, thank you to everybody that's been supporting this author's journey since 2017. Yeah, since 2017. So thank you to every bookstore. Thank you to every book club. Thank you to every book festival. Thank you to every special event. Thank you to every reader. Things along those lines have been supportive of me. And, only thing I'm going to do is pause and keep going. That's it. Just pause and keep going. So as we get ready to wind down, we did the acknowledgement. We did a selection again, 9 Stories of Faith. If you haven't checked it out, please check it out. It's timeless. It's timeless. And it's a book that I go back to remind myself, when I'm going through some things there's other, obviously, faith related, but like people related. And there's obviously faith, themes of faith in there, just as a reminder. And that's all. So just be reminded, be encouraged, be motivated. The greatest is still in front of you. The greatest is still in front of you. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, all of you take very good care. Be safe while you're out and about. And, I flipped the order around, but the intentions are, genuine. Whether small or big, victory is a victory. Whether slow or swift, movement is movement. Keep it victorious. Keep it moving. All of y'all take a care, and I'll see you soon.